What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and Ethan Klein is off the rails. It all seems to have stemmed from Keemstar blocking him. Now, remember, both fans of Keemstar and fans of Ethan, I have been on team forget them both since Jump Street. However, somehow, some way, Ethan Klein's obsession with trying to deplatform Keemstar has started to turn people into defenders. Now, most people that have been online for a very long time no doubt will have hypocritical statements in their past, including myself, will have no doubt made jokes that they regret, including myself. They will have no doubt had audio conversations or Skype calls or Discords where they made an edgy joke that just wouldn't fly today. And that's at the very core of the reason why I hate cancel culture. Ethan Klein used to hate cancel culture, but for whatever reason, he has now gone off the rails and not only attempted to deplatform Keemstar for a myriad of well-deserved reasons, I suppose, but now anybody who pokes him since being blocked is the target of his greasy ire. Last night, it was Boblax, a tiny creator in comparison to him, but a strong creator in the YouTube community. I don't call him tiny to like rip on him. You get what I mean. Boblax creates videos where he catalogs kind of Twitter's reactions to things. And in almost no cases have I ever seen him add personal color to a conversation. He just reads it, and whatever the situation is what it is. I believe the reason that Ethan Klein went off the rails is because the reading of the Ethan Klein conversation makes Ethan Klein look bad. Ethan Klein makes Ethan Klein look bad, and he doesn't like that. All this in the wake of having Keemstar lose his YouTube monetization for a period of 2 weeks for his part in inflaming the back and forth between Ethan Klein and Keemstar for profit. And interestingly enough, Ethan Klein received no penalty that I know of, even though that this rule clearly reads, create content that harms the YouTube ecosystem by persistently inciting hostility between creators for personal financial gain. What Ethan Klein is doing can only be described as that. He has engaged in this for the last several weeks, yet YouTube doesn't care. Now, I want to be super, super clear. I don't want him to be demonetized for this. I didn't want Keemstar to lose it for his part in it. But if you're going to punish one, then you've got to punish them both. You can't play favorites, all right? And last night, I mean, we just look. First of all, Ethan Klein posts this is a fake image, by the way, but it is a funny joke none the matter. Too bad for Jersey Mike's because their subs are decent. But if you just go down Ethan Klein's feed, it's either him talking about Keemstar, trying to expose him for old videos, or it's him talking about giving money away. That's about it. Here's Ela Klein. I feel like Keemstar has a thing against women. He's been making fun of my appearance for weeks now, shaming victims, going after other females, looks now by comparing her to a witch. Ooh. Imagine following him. Oh, here's a Koof related tweet. I suppose those are mixed in. Then you have Rod bring up anything that paints Keemstar in a negative light. Ethan Klein is right on it. Right on it. And even when you look at Rod's tweet originally here, you see one of the top replies, "Ugh, I'm blocked. What did he say? Ugh, I'm blocked. I'm blocked. What did he say?" Now, meanwhile, Keemstar has a feed really not mentioning anything about Ethan Klein. In fact, I believe he said at one point, "I'm out of it." I'm not going to continue to exacerbate things between Ethan Klein and myself. Now, again, I don't support either one of these gentlemen. They've both done terrible things. But again, somebody looks way worse. Somebody hasn't let it go. Somebody isn't taking the advice. You could see Keemstar 2 hours ago saying, based on the advice from YouTube, fellow YouTuber friends, and my fans, and my legal team in New York and California, I will not respond to anything he's saying. I will only indirectly meme the situation, as comedy is the only thing protecting my mental health at this time. I mean, again, are we going to continue to dredge up the past? Well, it wasn't enough. You see Nicholas Oreo cataloging several good tweets. You see Ethan is bent as Keemstar when it comes to revenge. Oh, that's absolutely true. You see Bo Blacks last night responding to Ethan Klein, who lost his mind, saying there was nothing Keem said to Ethan in between then and now besides saying H3 wouldn't do this for a fan, JS, just as a joke. He hasn't made an allegation against H3 in days and extended an olive branch to end it. H3 ignored and started going after him again with repeat points. Ethan Klein replies, "Hi Josh, I used your videos a lot during our Keemstar research. I know you don't like me, but your videos were really helpful, so thankful. Thank you." And then he puts, "You don't give a poop about, you just want to build a narrative that gets views." It's at 4 a.m. I'm presumably a DM sent to Bo Blacks. You see Zapty saying, "Ethan Klein will never stop tweeting about Keemstar. This guy cannot help himself day after day." You see, Josh, yes, now it is an old, edgy joke that Josh had made and apologized for. What does Ethan Klein do? Ultimate king of the hypocrites goes, "I've never heard this before. If your goal is holding everyone accountable, shouldn't you upload this to your channel, hold yourself to the same standard? What year was this made?" And you can see it was made when I was a teenager. I made a private parody song for my friends where I play the role of a black person who is too invested in BLM to the point of wanting to end everybody else. Ethan says, "So you hold yourself to a double standard, it seems like." No, because he had shown the thumbnail of Ethan's blackface. Also, my video isn't from 2016, and unlike yours, it isn't actually racist. Well, of course, conveniently, Ethan Klein deems his own video as not racist. Josh says, "I'm not saying it is. I'm reading tweets of other people saying it's also, and also tweets of you saying it isn't because it's from the Dead Sea. I never said it was that." You could see Ethan Ralph replying, and he actually labeled with hashtag the word. This is back to Keem, one of the top replies. Ethan doing his ultra, how do you say, blackface. How about jokes like this? Ethan Klein saying, when she says she only dates black guys. But I thought, I'm not a joke connoisseur. But I think I could break this one down. Why is this joke funny? What is the nexus of it? Ethan Klein wearing blackface. He makes the joke, it's funny because his face is colored black. He understands what he did, and he makes jokes about it. Now, I don't find any problem with it. I think it's fine. I don't think Ethan Klein is racist. But I also didn't think Ethan Klein liked cancel culture. Back in 2018, saying, "I hate this trend of canceling shows and ruining careers because of something someone said. If it offends you, just don't watch." Interesting, Ethan Klein. How come your Twitter feed is full of hate and cancel culture? Going after Keemstar's YouTube partnership program, going after a much smaller creator. Because you had tweeted out to your 2 million fans that song and claimed Ethan was Bo Blacks was racist. You can see here. Thanks for sharing my embarrassing video that was made private to your 2.4 million Twitter followers, Ethan. Really appreciate it, bud. Seriously, what did I do to you besides read your tweets and meme on you a bit on Twitter? WTF, man. And he had said, I thought racism was over, but then I found the song by Bo Blacks. Jersey Mike's is going to need another sandwich. Funny joke? Maybe. Maybe. But the problem is, this joke in the current culture will get somebody removed from YouTube. Ethan Klein knows that. Ethan Klein has always known that. Ethan Klein has always supported cancel culture as long as it's somebody he doesn't like, which is apparently, I don't know. I mean, this is, you want to talk about weird things Ethan Klein has said? How about I could go through a million clips.
But that was like,
how about this one?
Like, they're like these huge black dudes, and they were all strapped. They were all black. There was like,
it sounds like Ethan Klein is afraid of black dudes, doesn't it? He's intimidated by black people because of what? Why, Ethan? Why is it important that they're black? Even your wife tries to reel you back in.
I'm just saying, they were, every single one of them was black.
Okay.
So?
I don't even pay attention to color or anything.
If there's 8 dudes on security and they're all black, I think that's worth noting.
Why? Why is that worth noting, Ethan Klein? There's obviously your history of using the N-word yourself very liberally on your own podcast. Now, I don't want you canceled. Of course I don't. Of course I don't. I never would. But you can see again, here's Vito saying H3 needs to realize he's not some scrappy independent creator anymore. He's a millionaire, I should say multimillionaire, with a successful media company who is in direct contact with the head of YouTube. Stop getting into fights with teenagers who make fun of you, dingus. Now, I understand and do support defending yourself. You can. I don't look at somebody's follower count before I respond to them. But maybe, making an initial tweet and insinuating that they have a problem with race, and knowing the power that I have and knowing what happens to people nowadays, I'd probably be more careful about that. But Ethan Klein's complete dissension into madness, picking fights with anybody who's critical of him. Look, he posted one of my tweets. I wasn't a great take by me. I should have added a little more context. But bam, he was on that, wasn't he? Got that dunk. Whoo, dunk. Whoo, dunk. Felt good, didn't it, Ethan? Got me. It's all right. I'm not mad. Why are you? Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.